Hello, beavers and bounty hunters. My name is Devious Guy, and welcome back to the Ruined King. At the end of the last episode, I said I'd go look if Raza was available as a bounty now. Nope, turns out he's not. Still can't, for whatever reason, do anything about him. Also can't talk to Nakrit here, even though this icon over his head, he will not speak to me. I suspect I've done something to offend him. So I guess all that's for it is to go and... yeah. See if we can find a way to upgrade that goddamn amulet one last time, so we can forge weapons and hopefully Rasa will appear at some point. I'm a little frustrated by the game dangling that in front of us like that right now, but oh well. Heart of the Isles, huh? Is there going to be another boss fight right immediately at the end of this? Oh, there it is. Diego's grave. It's where the inner sanctum used to be. It's where Isolde killed him. Justifiably.
The magic here is poisonous. Makes me want to flee.
I feel it too. A great unhealed scar.
But you can heal it, yes?
We can try.
Here's hoping. Heart of the Isles. Dear Callista, 2 of 2. Callista, I've served with you for many years now, and I know this well. You are no traitor. I'm incensed to hear your name spoken with such disrespect, though I know the king is distraught and not in his right mind. Tomorrow, we sail for Helia, and I wish that I could put aside the sense of unease that grows as the hour draws near. I saw the hesitance and weariness on your face as you bade the court your farewell for the evening. Know that I share your feelings. It is difficult to tell what tomorrow's journey will bring, but I have no doubt that you will faithfully lead us to the Blessed Isles. Rest assured, I will be by your side. I could not forgive myself if something were to happen to you. It's poor Ledros again. And he's in the ritual chamber as a bounty, apparently. Whatever that means. Let's have a meal.
Captain?
You're not as discreet as you think. I know about your nightly hunts.
Sometimes I struggle to keep my instincts in check. If you fear I'm a danger to the group,
No, nothing like that. You've managed to balance incredible power with restraint. More than I can say for most. But watching you cut loose, well... I'm just glad you're on our side.
It's an honor to fight alongside you all. Until this is over, I will treat your cause and your enemies as my own.
That's music to my ears.
Pike, I have wondered, what has led you to hunt as you do?
I don't speak of the living man I once was.
To see the path forward, we must sometimes look back.
I don't seek anything. I simply am.
Then what's the harm in discussing it?
I had a talent for butchering jawfish,
A dangerous task. One few can survive.
but I could, until my crew cut my line, left me to die in a beast's belly. I was spared and given new strength, but at a cost, an obligation to drown my betrayers and their kind in their own blood.
Then your vengeance is not indiscriminate.
There is no purpose or need to question it.
The man you were before, would he have?
I'd suggest you ask him, but he's dead.
Yes, perhaps he is.
Or perhaps he isn't.
Ari, you searched for answers. What can you remember of your life before?
I have many memories, many lives within me. My own is the life that I wish to leave furthest behind. There is a haze, but I remember a man I loved. He was a painter. He could find beauty in all things. In me.
I see.
Yes, we were happy for a time. But then...
I can guess.
It was a long time ago. I've never forgiven myself, but isolating myself from the world has done nothing to dull the pain.
Yeah, and it won't either.
When we hurt the ones we love, even when we have no choice, it can be a difficult thing to outrun.
You remind me of him.
An artist who paints with a blade.
No, 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 no shipping. I mean, I can see it. I can see the dynamic. Because, like, as this conversation establishes, they're both people who have had to hurt those they love for reasons that weren't entirely within their control, and they both struggle with the guilt of it. So they do have, like, some pretty substantial emotional baggage in common.
One that makes me laugh.
So, alright, fine, if you must. I just think you mustn't. I think it's okay if you don't. Dear Callista, one of two. Callista, I am emboldened to commit my thoughts through putting pen to paper in ways that I could not speak them aloud to you. Each time I see you from afar, I am stirred. The king's spear, his most trusted lieutenant, strong, commanding, and altogether striking. I'd thought to tell you again how I felt, but instead I see to my duty and you to yours. The king's spear and shield. We shall remain together forever at another side. Oh, we shall remain forever at another side, but I fear never together. Others remarking my strength. If only they knew I do not have the strength to part with the necklace I tried to gift you. The necklace you refused to accept. Callista eventually does accept the necklace, and through it, Ledros will once almost succeed in getting through to her and sort of breaking her out of the awful reverie of being like the spirit of vengeance that she is. Almost. He just barely misses it due to Thresh's interference.
That demon couldn't hold up his end of the bargain. But I don't need him or his secret. My will to rule Bilgewater is greater than any musty romance.
Wait! Don't release him!
Gangplank, you're a dead man.
It looks like my audience has arrived. Your new king is here, Fortune. I've had enough of your schemes, Thresh. It's time to take what I'm owed.
Yes. I can feel your desire, your fury. Now, release me!
Gangplank! Stop!
You seek to trap me in this bauble. I am no weakened shade. I will be contained no longer. You cannot keep my love from me. My passion will burn this world until she is once again at my side. Serve your king, wretch.
Fool. Mist barrier, huh? So, ruined Gangplank, basically. Mist barrier. Applies 8 stacks of it to Mist barrier, reduces all damage per stack. Fast lane hits to remove a stack. Okay. Speed lane, though. Mist. Upon reaching 10 stack, can use Unleash Mist. Applies Mist every turn. Mist Keg deals moderate damage, applies Mist. Extreme magic damage, that's Unleash Mist. Okay, so we are just hitting him hella in the speed lane to get those mist stacks off of him. Okay. Put a slow on him, I guess. And Brom. This music is banging. Okay, how many mist stacks does he have? He has 3. Okay. Oh, wait, I read that wrong. We can't stop him from reaching 10 stacks of mist. All we can do is remove the mist barrier. Oh, I see. Well, shit. Okay. Jesus Christ, what the fuck?
That was a mistake.
Yeah, I might have wanted to take Ilaoi against him, actually. Yeah, because he can just basically take out those two at will.
Essence.
Okay, he's about to unleash mist. And I think the only thing we can really do about that is Wind Wall, Arcane Ward, and Porogeddon. But yeah, once again, I think I'm going to be relying a lot on Porogeddon just to prevent those barrels from completely wrecking my party. Yep, if I hadn't defended that, they would all have been dead. That would have been a one-hit kill. Just fully.
Patience, patience.
Oh, I have been waiting for this. I am unbreakable.
Okay, more Porogeddon, just more shields. More shields. Just more. This is much more of a straight-up power battle, really. And I just don't really have the means to get at him, really. To inflict damage.
fine.
There's his bloody mist barrier. Okay, I think we have all the shielding we can get right now. So, Braum, why don't you just potion yourself there?
Kill you. Rum is ready.
Okay, finally doing some damage. But, like, if he just decides to do barrels... It's like all the poro protection in the world is not gonna do jack shit. Okay, get a slow on him. Let's see how well we survive. Yeah, Jesus! Oh, I really need Alawi for this fight. I really, really, really do, actually.
Steady now.
Show me your best.
Because, like, I need AoE healing, and I need... Like, healing that's not... Like, Ari's healing is so dependent on going off... Like, her AoE healing is dependent on going off when... Like, someone takes a big hit.
This'll be worth the wait.
Okay, I think Yasuo goes down. Oh, no, he's alive. Barely. His stacks of flow basically being the only thing that kept him alive there.
This is it, friends.
Okay, between Porogeddon and my healing, I think I can probably beat him. But oh Lord. It is not a guaranteed thing. I'll take that haste bonus, please. Thank you. Yes. There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. Damage, damage, damage. Because what I want to do is I want to get him inside the range of, like, a double rush from Ari. He's not there yet, though. A wind rush from Yasuo would also do the trick. There. Yasuo can wind rush him now, but he won't be able to. Okay, he's coming up with barrels now. Defend yourself, Ari.
Take what's mine.
There we go. Right, Porogeddon, I think. Just to be safe. And
Their life is mine.
Spirit Rush into an attack should do the trick, right? Oh, it better. Yeah, critical. Nice. Whew. A mist-infused orange. That's appropriate loot.
We got him. We got him.
Looks like he's still breathing.
Finally. After all this time, it's over. But no. Not here in the mist and the mud where no one knows you're gone. A proper trial and execution. Back in Bilgewater.
Sarah,
If I put this tyrant to the sword in front of the whole city, the Syndicate will never challenge me again.
A just punishment.
now is not the time to plan Gangplank's execution, Sarah. The ruined king has escaped.
Thresh said the king would roam across the world, leaving destruction in his wake.
The city is in danger. We must leave now.
What's this?
You are my queen. You need to act like one. With these relics, you will never die. I know what is best for us.
Ari, what's wrong?
Through this mist, I sensed the Ruined King's memories. I could feel his rage, his hurt, his twisted love. He's ashamed of the truth. Isolde, his wife, at the end, she was afraid of him.
But he won't stop shouting about how much she needs him.
It's a lie he's telling to himself. A secret he keeps imprisoned in a forgotten corner of his heart.
We don't have time to solve some Misty King's emotional problems. Let's get back to the ship and throw Gangplank into the brig.
Interesting little wrinkle there.
Everyone aboard? Anyone got eyes on the king?
He's hard to miss. There's a huge black cloud on the horizon between us and Bilgewater.
If Thresh was right about one thing, it's that time is our biggest enemy now. We must hurry to Bilgewater.
Anyone have any bright ideas?
Maybe. I could channel the wind, bring it to our aid, as I have before.
I could support you, feed you energy, if for a time, removing your body's natural limits. It is not something I have done before, but I believe it possible.
Sounds crazy. Must be why I like it. Let's get the party started.
While you speed us across the sea to our enemy, I shall speak to the foe nearer at hand.
Good luck with that. Gangplank was spouting all kinds of nonsense when I locked him up.
Lowy. Come to gloat, have ye?
You tried to trade your soul for power, but now look at you. Sarah Fortune will execute you when we return to Bilgewater.
Well, I said I'd do anything to get Bilgewater back. So that's what I did. Anything. It was a bad bet, I admit. Thresh promised me the Black Mist. He said I could stop the Harrowings, or turn the mist against my enemies. All I had to do was defeat the Ruined King in a battle of wills. But I lost.
You may have doomed us all with your bad bet.
I should have had you around to keep me straight, I suppose.
You cannot be serious. Whatever we had together, Gangplank, it is over. You know the Buru ways. Mortals must change and grow to satisfy our goddess. But you never change. You and Sarah are both trapped in the same prison. This fight over Bilgewater will kill you both and drag the rest of us down with you.
I've been trying to change. After Fortune attacked me, I abandoned my pride. When they pulled me from the water and brought me to you, I wanted to be judged. I wanted to know if there was something left in me that mattered. When I was staring death in the face, you were the first thing I thought of. Maybe the only thing.
You have been in my thoughts as well. I cannot stop thinking what a fool I was to save a man who would ally himself with Thresh. I have questioned every moment since the Mother Serpent judged you worthy. I thought the path she set me down was broken, or that I was. Redeem yourself. You were closest to them, to Thresh, to the Ruined King. Help us. You choose silence. Then I will gladly help Fortune execute you.
No. You're right. I can do more to help. This amulet. Thresh told me it has the power to absorb the Black Mist and trap the Ruined King. But your will's gotta be strong to make it work. Stronger than his.
What drives this ancient king? Why is his will so strong?
Love. He seeks his wife. They perished young, caught in the ruination. But Thresh knew a secret that would shatter the king's will. He never shared it with me, though. I should have asked.
No need. I think we have discovered it. Ari channeled the king's memories. His love for his wife wasn't always a pure and beautiful thing. It seems the king hides the sour, twisted parts of his love from even himself. Like another man I could mention. Does the amulet still work? It doesn't shine as it did when you used it on the Shadow Isles.
When the Ruined King attacked me, it was, corrupted. But don't ask me how to fix it. You've got to figure that out yourself.
In a battle of wills, you must know that I shall give this amulet to Sarah Fortune.
I figured you would. Her will is strong.
I thought you'd do anything to destroy her.
I would, but Bilgewater needs protection. When I was with Thresh, I would have gladly ruled over a heap of bones. But now, by the goddess Alawi, someone's got to save that place. I want to rule over a city with people in it. And that amulet isn't safe to use. It got me.
it might get her too. Which would save me a step.
If you manage to survive the punishment you've earned, perhaps you are worthy after all.
You just tell Fortune she won't be executing me. I still have a few tricks left.
Good luck convincing Sarah Fortune not to execute Gangplank.
Everyone on deck! Looks like we caught up to our king.
So this is what we face.
This power. It's terrifying.
Everyone grab onto something. We've got heavy winds incoming.
I am getting tired of shipwrecks. But at least this one was with friends.
Everyone in one piece?
It'll take more than that to send me back to the deep.
I mean, Pike just wouldn't have been hurt by a shipwreck.
Even Gangplank washed up alive.
No thanks to these chains.
They're not coming off, murderer. Throw him back in the brig, please.
We cannot stand here chatting. The ruined king is getting away.
Don't worry, Alawi. We'll repair the ship and get after him.
How can we catch up in time? His power is immense. If he reaches Bilgewater, it'll be the end. In the ship, Gangplank gave me this artifact. It can absorb the ruined king. But now, shipwrecked, failing this close to victory, has the goddess forsaken us?
Alawi, stop. It's no time for self-doubt. My men will patch up the ship and we'll get back to Bilgewater.
There's something strange here.
Yasuo?
The wind here feels strange. It makes me uneasy.
In what way?
I can't say. As if it's whispering something.
Trust your instinct. It will guide you well.
My instincts tell me I don't want to be here. Do you not feel it? Something here calls from behind. The past.
I think it's best if I take a moment to speak to him alone. Yasuo, do you need some rest? You've not had a moment since you used your abilities on the ship.
I'm fine.
I can sense great unease from you. Pain. Something about this place is making it worse.
When we met, you asked me what I was running from. I dodged the question, but the truth is, I've been running for a long time. Years ago, I was falsely accused of killing my master. Yone, my brother, hunted me down. And when he found me, I killed him.
I've heard the humans tell this story, back in Ionia.
All of Ionia knows my story by now, but everyone has their own version. None of them make me look good. In the real story, Yone found some purpose in the spirit realm. His spirit lives on, and the pain I caused him, it lives too.
Yasuo, I know what it's like to live with that regret. Once, I had a human lover, but I lost control. I consumed his memories. I thought I was a monster, uncontrollable. But on this journey with you, I'm learning that isn't true.
The wind's howling, calling me forward. Let's return to the group.
Okay, so Yasuo is about to get his little arc.
You get yourselves in order?
There's something here, on the island. I think we need to find it.
Ari.
No more running, right?
Well, we've got time to kill. Let's look into this mystery wind.
Completed. Talk to the Buru Elder. What are you talking about? Talk to the Buru Elder? How the hell did I complete... Like, okay. The raging gusts make it easier for Yasuo to use his wind arts.
What's on your mind, Ilawi?
I am reflecting on what's to come. The path Nagakaboros has put before us.
It is a path of adventure. Heroes from different lands, united against a mighty foe, emerging victorious.
You make it sound heroic, like one of your stories. But I wonder if I've made the right choices along the way. If somehow I'm responsible for what we now face.
Well, you have doubts, but you continue to follow your heart. It is what makes you strong, inspires those around you. It is why Brom will fight with you until the end.
Thank you, Bram. I am grateful for your trust and your company.
When Brom returns home, he will tell stories of Ilawi, the Kraken Priestess. All in the Freljord will know your name.
Then we must win. I will not have my story end in failure. Sarah, you're still awake.
Yeah. I was waiting up so I could murder you quietly in your sleep. You?
Same.
Well, since we're both up, I guess we should get back to saving the world.
Together, we may have a chance.
We've assembled quite the crew. With so much at stake, you really trust these people?
As much as I trust you.
More than that, I hope, or we're doomed.
Take some time to get to know them. Fight beside them. They might surprise you.
We'll see.
That feels like it should have been in conversation a lot earlier than this.
You're watching me.
Do I frighten you?
If that's your goal, you'll have to try harder. You're not human. Not anymore. What happened to you?
I was betrayed. Left for dead in the deep. Now darkness is my home.
I can sense your anger, but also a sense of justice.
The deep calls for blood, and I am its blade. But the black mist, it delays my work.
I wonder if you knew my past, the things I've done, if I'd end up on your list, or someone else's.
Everyone's on someone's list. You've killed so you think you're evil. You're simply what your nature demands you to be, same as me.
I hope you find the justice you are looking for.
Interesting. A little disconcerting, but interesting. Huh, this door is heavily... Okay, so we're gonna loop... We're gonna loop all the way around, are we? Oh, okay then. A desperate man's flight. Traded a sea of dunes for one of brine. Both have their share of monsters. There's one I'll never forget, till the day they return my bones to Shuriman Sands. Took our diver to the depths, and the captain told him to cut his line. I watched as they did, because I didn't want it to be me next. I knew he wasn't coming back. These days, I hear tell of a specter who comes round with hooks and rope, drags his victims to who knows where. No one comes back. They say he has a list and is crossing off names. He's already crossed off too many. I know I'm there somewhere. Wasn't gonna be the first, but I'm on there. I feel it. It's only a matter of time. I won't stay in Bilge any longer. It's time for me to return to Shurima. I'll be safe from him in those rolling dunes. I've only got one night left. We sail on the morn, but I can't help but hear that rope snapping. Feel his eyes staring at the back of my head, waiting. A little bit of backstory on Pike there. Owaku and Urfsum. Rhodey. You and the Bullet Catcher gang were warned and still failed to show respect. Pelangi, it is time for you to swim to other waters. This neighborhood is ours. You thought your Piltover weapons could impress us? You know nothing of my culture. You have no wave bringers, no serpent callers. The Buru who stand with me could flatten you in an instant with the tiniest pressure of their smallest fingers. And now a Freljordian Iceborn stands with us also. Nagakiboros will bring all sorts of the best and the strongest together. Are you frightened yet? I left the crushed bodies of your warriors on your ships, scrape their remains from the docks and go back to whatever harbor will accept you. Huh. Little turf war going on there.
Stand up straight when you face me.
So in terms of the environment design around here, by the way, one clever little thing, notice how many, like, they just left all these banners and things attached to things, just to really play up the wind bit, right? Like, that everything here is all about wind. Let's see, enveloping winds. Each stack deals light damage each turn. Ah, I see. Aura of wind. Increases is... okay. Okay. Well, seems annoying, but not insurmountable.
Quick as a fox.
Face? Meet fist.
Swift, like vengeance.
Okay, so clearly there's not much point in Braum taunting here, because those guys just deal damage to everyone all the time.
This
Yeah.
isn't good.
That's quite annoying.
Not half bad.
Now let's see what Windrush looks like. Hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo!
Got what you deserved.
That's gotta hurt.
Looking good. That's how we do it.
Bonk. There we go.
I always see the job done.
Oh, convenient. Very Legend of Zelda. I should probably change away from heroic difficulty now. Hey.
I won't hold back if you don't. Roar of the wind.
Schmack.
Not half bad. Swift, like vengeance.
Quick as a fox.
Knock him down.
Look out below!
I can taste fear.
Got what you deserved.
Watch me. Can't hold back now.
This reminds me of a story.
There we go. Yoink. Those are some damn strong windmills if they're powering a mechanism strong enough to move that much stone around. Oakua Nerfson, dearest cousin, it is worse and better than you imagine here. Bilgewater is a cesspit. The Pelanki bathe infrequently and stink often. Worse, they do not understand clean water. They are surrounded by our ancient works but lack the knowledge of how to rebuild or use them. To live in Bilgewater is to live like an animal. Yet, I follow Ilawi's edicts with joy. I was useless at home. Our island did not need me. But here I am a chieftain of sorts. Being a gambus gives me the opportunity to teach our customs and to learn the Pelangi's ways. And this has filled me with great purpose. For the first time I know swim well in my life. Slowly we civilize these foreigners, and once they have learned the ways of Nagakevoros, we will show them the other islands. Give on to Totoa and Liliki my love. And I hesitate to ask, but how was your sister? I know she was doing work for the temples, but I wonder... I miss her. If I could...
Have yourself a little crush there, do you, Oaku?
The door is locked tight, though the unlit braziers around it hint at how it could be opened. Right, but who the hell do I have who can light braziers? Yeah, that doesn't work. Yes, they hint at how it could be. What? Do I need to go and get a different party member? What the hell? Oh, I see. It's because I need to come around and activate this thing right here that I completely missed the existence of. Doi. There were more wind things. How the hell did that first one not hit? Ooh, big turtle. Wonder if there's a particular order to them.
Are you supposed to be scary?
Oops. Chow down, Ari. Nom.
We did it!
The symbols on this object are undecipherable, but oh god, I need Ilawi. Okay. Okay, I need Ilawi. I'll go back and get Ilawi, I guess. I gotta say, like, it's very cool that each character has, like, an ability in the dungeon that, like, only they can do X or Y or do the thing. It is a lot less cool that you need to be at a rest point in order to select your party. And that's another thing that's, like, I can completely understand why that is. Like, why you need to be at a rest point to select your party. Because otherwise, like, damage that you take in a fight just won't carry over. Like, it changes a lot of the balance. If you can just, like, swap party members on the fly. It changes a lot about how the game is put together. Because, like, for instance, like, in my fight with Thresh, I was like, oh shit, I should, like, or Gangplank, I should really have had Ilawi with me. So having Ari instead posed some interesting challenges. Like, I had to play differently to do that. And you kind of lose that if you can just swap out party members, like, whenever the hell you want. The glyphs spell out a kind of prayer or mantra. Seat of the wind, font of its blessing, grant your strength to those who, overlooking the wind-crested waves, consider your changes. Well, okay, that didn't tell me how to activate them, though. Maybe this one will. Is it just asleep? The pure wind shifts from north to west, from west to east, and east to south. North, west, east, south. Okay, got it. I don't want to disturb it if it's just sleeping. Seems rude. Shimon orb. Yeah, it's a lot weaker. Oh, big treasure chest. This orb, it's made of pure wind. I can feel the restless energy contained within. I can feel its power. And a pouch filled with maple seeds, infused with the power of winds. I should have known. Long after you're gone, I still have much to learn from you, Soma. Thank you. Huh? Seeds? Yeah, maple seeds. My brother gave me seeds when I was younger, and I gave them to Talia. In my school, the seeds represented patience. Night Shadow Cloak and Dukutul Coat. Ooh. So presumably that orb will be important to Yasuo.
Wouldn't you normally have something to say about the motion of this place? Kraken, gods, and the like?
I am afraid there is not much left for me to say about the goddess. I fear she has abandoned me. Maybe abandoned us all.
Come on. We've taken some hits, but we're not done yet. I'm not gonna stand by and let my city fall to some lovesick boy who would be king.
Sarah, what if it's Bilgewater's destiny to fall? What if the goddess is testing us and has found us unworthy?
I don't care what your goddess thinks of me. I'm not gonna let gods and monsters decide what happens to my city. We'll make our way. Even if I have to drag you there kicking and screaming.
Now I see it.
What's that?
Why so many are willing to follow you. Perhaps you are right. Let us continue, Captain.
Yoink, 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 yoink. Okay, is there a boss fight on the other side of that? Because if there is... Yoink. Oh, a new fishing rod. What a thrill. Okay. What a thrill, with darkness and silence through the night. What a thrill. I'm searching and I'll meld into you. What a fear in my heart, but you're so supreme. Speed boost for the last bit. I'd give my life. Is it just me or do those look unpleasantly like spider eggs? Oh, I was right.
Best.
Yoink! There we go.
Never without purpose.
So yeah, spiders. Great. Warmog's armor. That's gonna have regeneration on it then. Oh yes. Oaku and Irfson. Oaku. Yes, I have much enjoyed the company of your adopted brother Irfson. Oh, it's not still from a Buru. His accent is so hilarious. I've decided not to hold his marriage to Omoko against him. Ha! Yes, truly he has been useful, though not in the deep ways. He takes to water so easily, and he can stand the cold of the depths and the night sea so well. He's uneducated, but a good worker and strong-hearted. I will ensure his education in the deep ways, but first he is helping me ready some fields for planting. Telamoku, her husband, will be accepted here and perhaps even allowed to go to Buru itself. As for my sister, I'm sorry, Owako. She told me she didn't want to speak to you. I would not accept any letters from you. F's in chat for Owako. She says no, she says no. What do we have here? The massive anvil hums with energy, and so does the blessing of the wind. The anvil's face contains a spherical impression in which it would perfectly fit. Okay. The air around the anvil churns and roils with the unleashed wind. The anvil is active and ready for use. Good. I did that on purpose. Oh, hang on. That's the last of the chests. Meet me where the tide is lowest in Bilgewater. Okay. Right, that would be the bounty I've been looking for.
Brom couldn't help notice you staring. Do you need something?
You want to know what I was thinking, big guy?
Sarah?
Perhaps not in front of the others?
Brom!
Relax, Brom. I was just thinking about your stories of home. Trolls and dragons, mountains of ice and snow. Until I met you, they were all just stories. I used to dream of sailing to far-off lands, seeing all there was to see. But Bilgewater has become my whole world.
Then you must visit the Freljord. Brom will be your guide. We will have many adventures.
Whoa there, big guy. One adventure at a time.
Ionian, you wield the blade effectively.
That's high praise from a practiced killer.
One killer always knows another.
I suppose that's true. My master was the greatest of all swordsmen. I am but a shadow of him.
Nothing wrong with being a shadow.
There are certainly benefits to going unnoticed.
Your master is dead then.
He is. And some believe by my hand.
You seek his vengeance?
What makes you think I didn't kill him?
Call it a hunch.
Well, at least the Blood Harbor Ripper believes me.
Yes.
That was a stilted conversation.
Pike, I was wrong about you. Seems like we all were. You've been a helpful ally.
You are needed. We all are. To end this.
There was little trust when you joined us. You have proven yourself worthy of the cause.
You sound like the priestess.
Not the priestess kind of worthy. The warrior kind.
I admit, this isn't my usual calling.
It may suit you better.
You've never seen me work. Maybe someday you will.
I don't know what the hell. Okay. Huh.
No, thanks. I prefer our arrangement as it is.
Agreed.
Did I just get trapped in... There we go. Rift Realm. Okay, so that door is locked. Which means I guess I have to go over there. Oh, wait, is there going to be a boss fight here? Presumably there is. Something to do with Yasuo. Oh yeah, that's definitely to do with Yasuo.
I definitely should not be here. Something is wrong. It's not the current speaking to me. It's my failings.
Yasuo?
Our power is forward movement. You stand still, rooted by fear. You are unworthy of our power.
The wind serves me.
The wind pities you. Apathy and hesitation are its enemy.
Who are you?
I am whoever you need me to be. Whoever you fear I am.
Not again. No, brother. Yone, you don't understand.
You're right. I do not.
Huh? Okay.
Anyone know what's happening here?
This place must prey on fear. The winds are like loose threads of time.
Okay, anyone less philosophical?
Yasuo's past has caught up to him. Again.
Oh. Okay. Well, okay. A one-on-one? On heroic difficulty, huh? Okay, so Yasuo can heal himself with meditate now. Okay. I guess. Right. Bloody hell. Right, need to hit him with a primed Tempest ability, which means this.
The wind stirs.
Okay. Then I can meditate to get health back. Okay. Yes, good. Okay. Good, good. Okay, that gives me something to work with. I don't think I need to increase my crit chances. I think they're probably fine. Get some bleeds on that boy. I kind of really want to finish this with a wind rush, but that's probably not going to happen. I'll settle for last breath or for storm strike. But yeah, Yasuo's flow is pretty much keeping him invulnerable here, apparently. Which I do not mind at all. This should do it. Okay, I was worried about that fight, but okay, they balanced that out really kind of generously, I think.
Finish this, as you once did.
No. Not this time. I accept my mistakes. And the mistakes of others.
And you step forward into your destiny.
You had to make the choice again?
Yes. I've faced my brother before, and always given in to rage. Confusion. Followed by regret.
Now, you are calm.
Well, that was eventful. Let's head back to the ship. The crew should be finished patching her up.
Yasuo, I am glad you were able to confront your past.
Turns out I'm in your debt. If not for this journey, I'd still be lost. Alone.
We have come a long way. But the fight against the ruined king has just begun.
Regardless of what happens, I won't leave until you've found what you're looking for. I gave my word. With Yone, I've had a lifetime of regret dragging behind me. You, several lifetimes. I've learned the importance of moving forward. Question is, how do we accomplish that without sacrificing the greater mission?
I thought I needed to know my past to know myself. But that seems so unimportant now. All I know for certain is that we cannot allow Bilgewater to share the same fate as the Blessed Isles.
Together, I believe we can stop it.
Yes. Together.
Looks like the ship is ready. If we sail fast and have no more unexpected interruptions, we should be able to beat the ruined king to Bilgewater.
Lead the way, Captain.
That's what I like to hear.
Okay. Right. Okay, I am not a fan of this section at all. I am not a fan of this at all. Actually, I think that really kind of sucks. So, back when Yone was released, he got a major cinematic along with Yasuo, where the two of them, where Yone comes back from the Spirit Realm, and the two of them finally meet and have a brief conversation. And the arc of that entire cinematic is that Yasuo falls into the clutches of an Asakana, which is a demon that preys on feelings and emotions, and specifically it preys on his feelings of failure, his shame, like all of the negative emotions that are connected to Yasuo and Yone, like to his brother, to the way that his brother died. Yone shows up as the Asakana hunter that he is, and Yasuo and Yone slay the Asakana together, thus symbolically finally freeing Yasuo of all of that guilt and fear. Yasuo even has like this epic moment where he turns around and is like, I'm done running from my past, and then they like totally kick the ass of the demon, and it rules. It's a fantastic cinematic. And then like finally Yone and Yasuo sort of talk, and Yasuo is like, I deserve to die for what I've done, and Yone is like, well, maybe you do, but I'm not gonna kill you. Like, you have to find your atonement somewhere else rather than looking for it in self-destruction, right? And that's all really good. And But the thing is, now we get to the Ruined King game, and we've just done the same goddamn thing again. Like literally, we've done the same thing again of Yasuo is like, oh, the past that's haunting me. I must confront... Like, he's confronting his past, and is like, I'm done running away from my past. You already did this, kiddo. Like, yes, we've already had this. We've been through this. Like, Yasuo has been through, as a character, like, a very long, really long arc of slowly but surely reclaiming himself from this sheer oblivion of despondency and depression that he had sort of fallen into. As this wandering samurai sort of looking for redemption. Like, there was first the story with Riven, where like there's an actual trial and they discover the truth of what happened to Yasuo's master, and he's legally absolved of what he's done. Which is like, okay, cool, good for him. But he still like feels guilt inside because he killed his goddamn brother. Obviously, it's a big trauma. And then there's this whole second arc where connected to Yone coming back as champion, where it's like, okay, here finally Yone and Yasuo, they get to confront each other. They get this moment of sort of transcendence where Yone moves on from his anger towards Yasuo, and Yasuo moves on from this crushing burden of guilt that's been on him his entire life. Like, that was the whole point. But now it's the same thing again, of confronting the exact same memory and the exact same thing again, with no discernible difference. Like, Yasuo does exactly the same goddamn thing, and I wonder what the hell this thing is. It's not active anymore. I put an orb into it. Was I not supposed to do that? It's the same scene. Like, it's the exact same scene. It's not even a different confrontation with Yone, really. Like, it's they sort of try and do a thing of like, oh, this time he confronted him and confronted the memory and made a different choice. But that's not substantial. We're just doing the same thing. It's just Yasuo is just running in the same circle again. And what that feels like to me, and combined with the way that this section has been implemented into the game, what that feels like to me is very much like that the decision was made at some point, we want Yasuo in Ruined King, right? Like, popular champion, he's a good fit for the team compositions that we're putting together. Like, we want champions from multiple regions. Okay, so Yasuo needs to go to Bilgewater. Shit. We need to invent a reason for him to go to Bilgewater. Yone comes back, and then he feels like, oh, I must leave Ionia now because of, I don't know, runaway? I don't know. Like, it feels very vague and undefined why the fuck exactly he feels the need to go to Bilgewater. Except that Ari kind of drags him along. But that's fine. Like, Yasuo is sort of like, he's confronted his brother. He's kind of like, I don't know what the hell to do now, because that's kind of a big deal. So, like, running away from it all, getting a bit of distance, fine, that makes sense. So he accompanies Ari, fine, fair enough. But then this whole section, like, we've just defeated Gangplank, right? We are racing the Ruined King back to Bilgewater, like, battle against time. Like, the clock is ticking. If the Ruined King gets there first, oh my god, like, Bilgewater will be destroyed, and it'll be too late to save. Like, there's this ticking clock going on where we have to get back to Bilgewater as fast as possible, else the Ruined King destroys everything. And then the game just kind of, like, comes to a screeching halt, with Ruined King just, he throws a storm at you, and then your ship sort of shipwrecks. Oh no, hit a rock. I don't know what happened. And then it screeches to a halt, and you enter this fucking Ionia-looking place. Like, this place that is sort of very, like, completely just the Yasuo level, which is like this really awkward section that's sort of shoehorned into the game, which is like, oh shit, we need to give Yasuo some kind of a story arc in order to justify having him as part of the story. Like, he needs to learn something about himself, or he needs to have some sort of moment of personal growth, because otherwise it feels really weird to have him as a main part of the cast. So we're just gonna give him like a story arc here, I guess, somehow. In like right in the middle of a really important climactic scene, like moment of like tension, like where this tension of the story is ramping up towards. And I can see the structural argument on one hand that, okay, we've just had this confrontation with Thresh, and then Gangplank, and then the Ruined King is loose, and then Bilgewater. Okay, we can maybe do with a moment of breathing room. Like, here, maybe it's like, this is the moment where you sort of break the tension curve just for a second to give people time to breathe, and then you hit back, like, you hit on the gas again immediately to really get after it. Like, okay, I can see the idea of having, like, a shipwreck section or whatever, and I can see that, okay, like, if we're gonna have a moment of break, sure, we'll do some character building of some sort, but it's so I don't... Like, it's so fucking random that there's some island just, like, outside of Bilgewater where wind magic and then an Ionian spirit? Something. Which can turn into the brother of Yasuo. So, like, it's... The contrivance of that feels really... And, like, because, like, what I feel like is, like, hey, you know what might be helpful to Yasuo when it comes to, like, figuring out what to do with himself after his brother, you know, turns out to not be quite as dead as he... Like, if Yasuo is sort of rootless and unsure of how to move forward with his life, he's unsure of like, how to change from the person that he has been. He's unsure of, like, what The Buru are right... Like, Buru and Illaoi are right fucking there. It seems to me like that was... I was expecting that to happen. That at some point Yasuo and Illaoi would be there would be some part of Yasuo that would be moved or touched by the Buru religion, that they would sort of find something in there, like maybe fucking that like Yasuo is overcome with guilt and grief and is like he falls, maybe he drinks too much and he becomes kind of useless to the party because he's wallowing in his own guilt, and then Illaoi is like, okay, fucko, you need to get your head on straight, so I'm gonna test you with Nagakeiboro's spirit magic and see if you are actually worthy to move forward. And then you can say, okay, Nagakeiboros conjures the image of Yasuo's greatest failure, and then that becomes his test to overcome that. Like, that to me would have integrated so much better into the rest of it. Like, then it would have made sense that he needed to go to Bilgewater, because, like, that's where you can find that kind of test, like that kind of thing of of getting tested and being found worthy, rather than because he struggles with feeling worthy of the life that he has because of the life that he's had to take in order to be who he is. But then they sort of just instead go with this, oh, there's Ionian spirit magic here, or something. A demon? Who? I don't know, it's just there's a vortex of wind, and Yasuo is like, oh, I feel the wind here. And now Ari's like, the wind is pulling on threads of time because there's... Like, this, instead of this random thing, you could have had something that would tie into the main narrative, like that would tie into Illaoi's nature as a priestess, like a spiritual guide for other people. That's exactly what Yasuo needs. And that would let Yasuo interact, rather than interact with this little, I guess, sort of displaced slice of Ionian spiritualism, have him interact with the Buru spiritualism, with that religion, like find an answer somewhere that isn't in Ionia, like in a philosophy that is different from what he has ever known. Find some way to move forward. That would have fucking ruled if he had come here and through interacting with the Buru and Illaoi had found a way to move forward, to change, to become like a new person that he needs to become in order to get over what's happened to him. But no, we just do the same scene again, exactly the same one, like beat for fucking beat, the same exact emotional arc for Yasuo here, so that he has to learn the same lesson. And again, from a realistic perspective, it's normal, like when people have massive trauma, it's like there's rarely one transcendent moment when you get over something. There just isn't. Like it is a thing of like you have to relearn the same lesson over and over again until it sticks, until you like sort of internalize it and becomes habit. In real life, yes, that's how it works. But this isn't real life. This is a video game narrative, and it's from a narrative perspective, it's like I just feel like it's really fucking tedious to just have him go through this story and then go through that story again without any visible change in him. Like, he doesn't seem to have learned anything from the first time that he said, I'm done running. Like, there doesn't feel like there was any substantial change that really altered this. And again, like, you could have played almost the same scene. Like, if you wanted the boss fight with Yone, like the one-on-one fight, that's a really cool idea. Just have Nagakeiboros do it, like, and that could even tie, like, right now at this moment in the story, Illaoi is really questioning, like, her fitness to be a priestess of Nagakeiboros. She's questioning whether the goddess has abandoned her. And hey, you know, one of the ways for Illaoi to sort of reclaim some connection to her role as a truth bearer is maybe, like, have her do the thing that a truth bearer is supposed to do, and test someone, and see if, like, find them worthy in the eyes of Nagakeiboros, and through that experience sort of regain some confidence yourself. Like that, like having her practice her religious practices and then that giving her strength and sort of resolve to carry on, that would also have been a really nice moment for her, I feel, if you'd chosen to make it like an interaction between characters instead of just Yasuo. Because that's really what it is. Like, Yasuo just kind of goes, oh, we have reached the Yasuo level. I am about to have wind senses that say, hey, wind stuff is happening here. Go, we have to do wind things now. And, like, go off on his own, basically, with the other characters just kind of trailing behind him and commenting on what's happening without really being involved in it. So, yeah, no, I'm not a fan of this section. I think this was... This feels very tacked on. Like, it doesn't feel lazy. Like, it's not like work didn't go into this. A lot of work. Like, this is a gorgeously modeled area. And, like, there's an interesting boss fight, and they fully modeled Yone, and they like, custom-made a boss fight from... It's not tacked on in the sense of they didn't put work into it. It's tacked on in the sense of, like... It feels like this cool idea for something that just... here doesn't add anything to the whole of the game. This feels like a side story. Like, this feels like a thing... Like, it feels like DLC, kind of. Like, it feels like something that's sort of... That you sort of shove onto the game later as, like, a bonus or an extra. This doesn't feel integral to the story. It doesn't feel important to Yasuo's narrative in this game, either. Like, at all. So, yeah, no. No, not a fan of this. Anyway, let's read this thing. From the Shuriman's Son. I shouldn't have started down this path. It all began with just one choice, a moment of weakness where I gave in to greed. Didn't need the talisman, but I wanted it. Wanted the luck he said it would bring. Our village needed greener crops, and we needed money from the market. We became rich. We had everything we ever wanted. I thought it would be over after that, but I kept wanting more. Fine clothes, new homes, better friends. He came back and offered me what I wanted again and again. The last time we met, he said he would be in Bilgewater if I needed him. So far from my home. I sorely miss the warm sand beneath my feet. I shouldn't have come here. The people in the city would sooner gut me than lend me a hand. I can feel his presence, see his likeness everywhere. The River King. I'm to meet him tonight. I can't stop myself. I want more. No, I need more. And only he can provide. Hey, Tommy Kench. He was originally for a good long while they wanted to put him in the game as like an antagonist or as an enemy that you could run into, but he's one of the things that got cut, which is normal. Anyway, that's probably a good place to cut the episode, actually, because we've finished this side story thing. And we're about to get back to the actual story. Genuinely really not a fan of how this was executed. Like, oof. Right, well, can't love everything about a game, I suppose. Anyway, if you've enjoyed hanging out with me in the world of Ruined King, you can hit the like, comment, and or subscribe buttons down below. That'll let you know when more episodes are coming out. If you want to watch more right now, right this second, right this moment, some more might be available in the playlist. You can check it, and if there is, you can become a member of the channel to get access to it early before it goes live for everybody else. I also have a Patreon, a merchandise store, and a tip jar. That's all stuff that helps me pay my rent, but if you don't want to use any of it, then you absolutely do not have to. Thanks for watching. Wear a mask, wash your hands, take vaccines, just take them. Just take them. I mean, I don't know how many it's going to take, but just do it, please. And try to act with solidarity towards those who are worse off than yourself.